Number 130.6 here, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, the Royal Navy campaign. And Austria-Hungary is threatening to go to war with us, or rather, our government wants to threaten them to back off, and they do. So that means we get some money, and I figured I'd start the episode there. Nothing interesting's happened over the past 2 months, just kind of waiting for some research to pop, trying to force turbines to drop. We're about to get a new cruiser hull, Light Cruiser 3. Oh, we'll probably build on that. That's Coinstance 3. This is still the semi-armor piercing cap, uh, semi-armor piercing ballistic cap. Uh, that's that. Back over $1 billion a month now. Our relations are up. We are down a little bit in the naval power game, but we're about to jump ahead because these are all old battleships. Let's be fair here. Alright, they have average tech. We have advanced tech. We're the only nation with advanced tech. So we have dreadnoughts. They do not. We will skunk the French if we have to come to blows. Uh, so we're just gonna keep going here. Try to get that one research done. So this would be at like episode 3 or 4 or something. Well, whatever episode it is. Someone's designing a new ship. Light Cruiser 3, Coinstance 2. France is poking us. So Greece got back northern Greece. That's good. Improve relations with Germany. If France wants to go to war against us, that's a death sentence for them. Try to see if we can get Mark III 12s and turbines at the same time. This is what we're going to try to do. Bulgaria going on the offensive here in the Balkans, trying to get what is Northern Macedonia and Southern Bulgaria under their control. Not exactly keen on going to war right now. We're kind of at a massive disadvantage. I'd rather have the dreadnoughts out before we start fist fighting people again, although if the Turks want to go at another round, we'll happily oblige them. Still no alliance with us. Still haven't popped the tech yet. Oh, Japan just got dreadnoughts. Maybe we up the tech budget. Denmark signs with Japan. Oh my god. Austria-Hungary gets Eastern. Okay, Cuba. Alright. How much tonnage? 97,000. So there's 7,000. And we got 41,000. Take some ships from the home fleet, send them out. Give them something to do. Be there in a few turns. Relations with the US, I guess. Yeah, alright, we can go 100% on the tech budget. Big guns, Mark III 12s. Excellent. Explosives, TNT2, maybe? No, smoke composition. Okay. The nice thing is that they're still locked in a war, so it's very expensive for them to try to get, Dreadnoughts right now, whereas I can lay down like 10 at the same time. The second, because I've been saving up money, I can lay down like 10 and lower other things across the spending front to kind of balance the budget. I still do not understand how that has not become turbines. I agree. Oh, okay. GDP, because that'll scale. Uh, that's one of the reasons why I don't really take like early game. If I have something that's for like, okay, it's whatever you want to call it. It's like, oh, take the budget or the GDP. I take the GDP because that'll scale over time. And so it's just got freaking Czechos part of Czechoslovakia. Czech Republic, I should be clear here. 9 months for steam turbines. We can lower that to 8 months. So we lay down the Dreadnoughts in 1904, which just do that so we don't run afoul. Still do not have a minor ally yet. Against destroyer funnels. Crew salvage program. Gun layout. Forge large center line. That'll be in 3 months. Gun barrels 3. As soon as we get the what you call it, the turbines, we're gonna build out those new light cruisers. U.S. Conquered. Jeez Louise. Just flip back and forth between the U.S. and Germany on the alliance screen. Destroyer design. 1,000-tonner cruiser design. Bigger heavy cruisers. That will be useful eventually. 5 months on the engines, so that'll be May 04. And we'll refit probably all the torpedo boats. Unrest down to 0. Let's see. Austria-Hungary's got the Bosporus, not ideal. Couple more turns on Cuba. It's freaking screaming outside playing. I wouldn't mind as much as long as it's not being caught on mic. Just being noisy, and I really don't want to shut the window because there's a nice breeze coming into my room, keeping it nice and cool. Which in Florida, let me tell you something, it's a big difference, especially, when you go from living in a crock pot next to a bonfire inside of a sauna for most of the year. Right, that's that. Basically, I have the entire Caribbean now, which is nice. Lower the unrest, extra crew prestige. One more turn, I think. Alright. Steam turbines, okay. No, nothing for us. Oh, Dreadnought 2. We can get that in 5 months. What is this? High explosives? No, that's just a blank tech. We'll get the submarine experiments done quickly. Alright, ship design. Let's design that new cruiser first. What is it, like Cruiser 3, I think? Ah, there we go. Alright. You guys, if I can get you to 26 knots, it's what we're going to do. 4 spoilers, turbines. We don't have oil yet. So, Admiral Fisher rolling over in his grave. Oh, this one can't be really armored, though. I'm gonna shut that front window. I'm getting pissed off. It's just a lot of noise in the recording, and I'm trying to focus on designing ships, and I can't think clearly. Hey, back up the engines. Bit, maybe. Alright. Wide 6-inch guns. This one's going to require a little bit of jiggery pokery, as you might expect, to try to get this. It does come with a crap ton of torpedo tubes. But question is, how can I balance this? Because that's the big thing with these early cruiser hulls, especially the Dreadnought hulls with this forward elevated firing position. Here on the bow, it's super hard to balance them. These stupid 2-inch guns. So threes, I guess. Stick another 3-inch gun right there. Maybe there. 3-inch guns at the rear. Maybe like a 3-inch gun up here somewhere. Just give them a little bit more firepower up and down the ship. That offset it. That's not what I want to do. Of course, these 2-inch guns take a frick ton of space. Armor. Can't make them particularly well armored, so we'll do a 2.5-inch belt. 2 fore and aft. You can have a deck armor, I guess. It's not really going to matter super early on, but getting what armor we can out of this thing is going to be the most important. Could, in theory, I can do it. Is it questionable? Yes. Does it work? Yes. Just the position of the 3-inch gun there. I like that overhead. Now balance the ship. Let's check the gun armor. I don't know why it defaults to a stupid amount of armor. It does. 6-inch 40 caliber belt. You need to be as thick as possible because we don't have a lot of armor on this thing. We still got like another 1,000 tons of weight we can use on this thing. Good lord. Hmm. Plenty of secondaries. It's not like that's going to be a problem. More torpedoes? Bigger torpedoes? Well, we could do that. I mean, this is going to be one heck of a light cruiser. I mean, it's quick. Get 26 knots out of the thing in 1904. More range, maybe? Make it long range cruiser. Maybe another engine block. Maybe another funnel. No, that was the ship. Can't do any casemates on here. We don't have deck torpedoes for light cruisers for some freaking reason. Could be funny. Put like that there and just really make people mad. I won't do that. It's coal-fired too. That's the other thing I'm surprised about. We'll put a fire on this thing. Can get a little bit of extra length out of you. Maybe make you 30 calibers. Yeah, we'll do that. The Phoebe class. Not sure if I quite like that name, but oh well. We don't really get any decent cruiser hulls until like the 1930s. So, that's not happening. You do these at 22,000 tons. 22 knots would be nice if I can get it. How fast are the Drakes? 20 knots. So we'd have to upspeed the Drakes. So maybe we just leave them at 20 for now. Okay, main tower. Let's do 23,000 tons and make it a bit wider. Maybe by about 4%, do 23,500. It's a little bit bigger than Dreadnought actually was. I think she was only about 22,000 tons, but side guns, 12s. Can we stick them in there? Can, but there's a lot of overhang. Where's my Dreadnought book? Let's see. I've got these nice books. I know I've mentioned them, but I think I've mentioned them before in an episode, maybe been in my first recording of this season, but Time Life, I think it's the magazine people. Way back in the day, in like the let's see, in the late 70s, they put out a collection of books about different naval stuff throughout the years. They also did one on like the Old West, but they had a series called The Seafarers, and I have most of the books that they published. And I have. It's got some nice pictures in it, considering, this was made in the late 70s. It's got some really nice details on it. She didn't have this tower, believe it or not. It's a little bit closer to what she actually had. The Dreadnought Tower, so the actual tower for HMS Dreadnought, It's closer to this, but it had like wings, and this was a lot lower down. Because I'm looking at the book as I'm trying to design this. Rear tower was actually this one, if I'm making it as accurate as possible. 12-inch gun there. And inch gun there. Just gotta balance this thing now, which is gonna be one heck of a job. Um, one funnel, which doesn't have to be particularly historical. I'm just gonna be semantic about it. Then this back. And I have to do super firing, even though it's a bit early for super firing guns, but... Well, I say that, but the first American dreadnoughts had... I mean, by the time we got around to building them, they had super firing guns, so it's not out of the question. Casemates, 3-inch guns... Maybe some 2-inch guns... For torpedo boats... That's cursed. I know it's what they actually did, but it's cursed, and you can't change my mind. Oh, torpedoes. Screw around with the armor now. Alright. 12-inch, 12-inch, 5-inch. That's fine. Inner belt. Can we do like 4-inch inner belt? 3-inch inner deck. Give it some extra armor. Actually, she was a lot smaller. She was only 17,900 tons. Believe it or not. And an 11-inch belt. The 21 knot flank speed. So this dreadnought is actually bigger and faster, or roughly the same speed as the OG. We're gonna do coincidence because it's still pretty early on. We're gonna do 12-inch 40 caliber guns, I think. Yeah. Oh, right, shells. Gun range must be flash charge chance. Yeah, let's go to ballast. Hmm. 3-inch guns. Sure. Dreadnought. Alright. We're gonna build 4. Now, Dreadnought was the only one of her class, to be fair. But we're gonna build 4 of the Dreadnoughts. We're gonna build them all in Scapa Flow, I think. No. Build them in Portsmouth. We'll have Dreadnought, Fearless. It's the same meaning, but Terror. Venerable is fine. Might change that. I'd take that back. Dreadnought, Fearless, Terror. Uh, I'll just leave it. It's fine. As for the Phoebe class, I'll build 20 of them. And we're also going to stick them in. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to Portsmouth. And you all can go to Plymouth. Start cycling out the oldest cruisers. It'll be 18 months before we get the Dreadnoughts, but we're also going to get the Dreadnought 2s, so we'll commission those roughly around the same time. Well, actually, those take a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Did we do... We need to keep doing that. Economy's still growing. We do need to improve with the US. Thank God. Alright, finally. Yeah, you can have a battleship. Alright. So we finally have Chile. Or a ship that we can sell. So actually, funny story here while I'm making a note about the first ship order of the campaign. There was actually a naval arms race in South America, and it was a really strange story. I don't remember everything about it, but basically it comes down to, I know it was Chile, Argentina, uh, and I want to say it was Brazil. I want to say Brazil was the third, but there were 3 of them that had all basically had these proxy wars or whatever over the years, and stuff like that happens in South America. But the second they got the money to buy dreadnoughts, they immediately went to Britain or Germany or the United States or France, and they started ordering ships just to threaten each other with the "my ship's bigger than yours." So, do that. That's better for us. It gives us some extra naval prestige. I'm sorry, Japan just got Cyrenaica. Alright. We're almost allied with Germany. And keep improving with the US. Finances are okay. Research. If I had to put money on it, those are probably Mark II, Mark III 13s or 14 Mark 1s. What is this? That's smoke, right? No, Dunite. Well, we're not using Dunite, so that doesn't concern us. Battle cruisers would be nice, but yes. Nice. We have an ally. United States has Peru. Politics. allied. Can't do anything with the US. Who does not like us? Alright, so us, and we have... who doesn't like us? Italy, Austria, Hungary, Spain, Japan. I'm not really interested in a war with Japan right now. Not really interested. I'd rather keep Japan in our good graces. Okay. Yeah, you can order some torpedo boats. Chilean TB-1, Chilean TB-2. Alright. Politics, United States. Cruiser design. This is... make larger light cruisers. Yeah, called it. What is this? Mark III threes? This would be nice. That's gonna get there in 2 months anyway. Turret mechanisms? Bigger casemate barrels. I'd like to get some coastal submarines out early. Because we can put them in strategic spots just to kind of harass things. Especially earlier on where there's not a lot of anti-submarine tech. We're pretty much maxed out our shipbuilding capacity. Take the naval prestige. Austria-Hungary and China. It's an odd war, but okay. Bulgaria and Romania are fighting again. Japan. I think we're just kind of waiting for ships to be done. Or new hulls. It's kind of the spot we're stuck in. I would like to get, once we get deck torpedo tubes, I think we have duals for the torpedo boats, so I might refit those real quick or build a new class off of them. Like maybe 1905, we'll build a new class torpedo boats. Give them better 3-inch. Well, maybe we make for the Mark III threes. Dreadnought 2. We're gonna wait. Is there a reason to wait? What is this? Auxiliary engines? Mark III threes? Guess. So Dreadnought is 23,000 tons. We'd be going to 27,500. I think we'll keep the same 20 knot speed for now. At least until we get the Drakes. At least until we get a new heavy cruiser class. To keep up. Main tower, advanced tower 3, advanced tower 5. This is 12. This is just better. Main guns, 12-inch. I think we'll do the same thing we did for Dreadnought. That's not far enough. Rear, secondary tower, funnel. bigger... Just a bigger Dreadnought class. Actually, why am I designing this right now? We're about to get the 3-inch guns, and by the time those are done, the small guns will be done, and we can try to bum rush a heavy cruiser design in the meantime. So we'll do that. Getting ahead of myself. More naval prestige. That's hard for us to get right now since we're not really at war with anybody. Japan. I think we go back to the United States. I don't understand why we've fallen down the ranking. It's probably because of fleet size. See, the funny thing about France is that all of their battleships are pre-dreadnoughts. So are ours, but we're about to get 4 dreadnoughts. And then lay down a bunch more. Just take the loss there. Is there anything we can do? No. As soon as the light cruisers are done, I'm laying down the new dreadnoughts. Then most of the battleships will probably just send to the Med or the Pacific. Mark 313s. Soviets are expanding in Canada. We're going to have to put a stop to that. Can I go to war against Soviets? I would like to. I'm just going to keep going until I see that number drop to, like, 5. Is everyone, they have sour relations with us, and we just say, okay, do you want to go? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Britain. Really? That's it? Yeah, there we go. Cruiser, destroyer, gun layout. What is this? 5 large centerline turrets. Be useful, I suppose. Was it 1 more month till we get the Mark III guns? Yeah. Sure. Take that off. Armor quality? Corrupt 3. I could wait 10 months and get Corrupt 3, but I don't think that's wise. La, la, la. Probably not the best idea to do. Oh, and I've done it again. Just 12, 6, 6, 5, 3, 3, 12, 30. 6-inch belt is fine. Okay. Ocean class, I think we're gonna change that. Call this the Admiral class. We'll just name it generic names for now. Because I want to save all the cooler names like Queen Elizabeth, stuff like that for later in the campaign once we get stuff like the Super Dreadnoughts. Hmm. No real big secondary guns yet, but again, it's fine. How much you want to bet I did max HE on the Dreadnoughts? It's fine. We're gonna upgrade them anyway once we get Krupp 3. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Two inch on the standard deck. 12, 5, 12. 40 caliber. We get some freaking range tech or something? Okay. Alright. Sure. Admiral class. Well, I changed my mind. We'll name these guys after uh, famous naval victories for the British. So Trafalgar, Nile. Um, trying to think here. Where's my phone? I need to look this up because now I'm drawing a blank. Jutland is bit. We're before Jutland. Uh, Cape St. Vincent, maybe? Um, Gravelines. That's one against the Spanish Armada. I'll build these and where are we gonna build these? Roisith. All right. How far are we in this episode? About 50 minutes. One more turn. One more turn. See if anything interesting happens. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We have 2 Dreadnought classes and a light cruiser class, all designed the same episode. Next episode, we'll try to figure out what to do next, because honestly, we're kind of sitting okay right now. There we go. There's the power level back up on top where it should be. Yeah, so I think next episode we'll probably just look around, try to find something to do. Maybe it's war, maybe it's more boring stuff. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.